effectively had to rebuild.
Yeah, exactly. A year ago, this is a team that was facing relegation, actually fell down into that secondary lead, rebuilt around, their top laner, 80, for a run into the jungle of the Trundle and be able to bully him out. Instead, he wasted all that time that Ranger invested top lane to try and get a gank off, and it just did not work.
Good moves from Chippy, but could still be in trouble. Ranger's going to revisit Chippy's now. No flash to speak of. Xantans into mini form. Chippy's going to have to buy time for cooldowns. Ward does go down. Chippy's gets pilled up, but he walks into the next bit of brush. Channels that W. Needs to try and reduce some of the damage. Maybe it's a creep to get to with the stun. He's going to try and look for it still. Dances around and can't do it. Ranger grabs first. Only a refillable potion and a ruby crystal for Chippy's.
Oh, this is dangerous out of Shern. He is shopping in a dangerous area.
Too far forward. Good flash, but he's going to get scooped back by the Gnar. Tries to burn the ult to make a little more distance, but Chippy gonna have to try and save him. Bengals that Javelin flash out. A triple. Also gonna look to roam up. Chippy looking for the resets onto Xantans, but doesn't quite have enough as Aurelia. He's gonna get low still. Goes back in. Chippy finds a reset for Jinkato. He's roamed up as well. Chippy, he wants it. He's gonna take down Xantans. Gets one, but it's probably gonna pay for it. Goes drafting. Cupcake's here as well. Look for the line stop. Chippy's misses it for Ranger. Gonna get low triple. Can't get him. But Cupcake goes back in. Ignite is down. This is the double kill. Maybe gonna make it 3. Jinkato barely flashes out under the turret.
And I mean, at the same time, then the collapse from the rest of his team to bail him out, I mean, that was just so successful. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about. If you're going to go for this invade, it takes you not all that much time to walk back out of the jungle, slide over the wall. Instead, he gives over a free kill. But the fact that already they're seeing the Alistar with those Moby boots run through mid lane and make it to this play, that is huge from Cupcake.
Yep, triple gets caught, runs back up, and this is somehow a turnaround.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the ability to go forward. Meanwhile, bottom lane, however, bind does land.
Yeah, feet caught for the binding. Shermfire gonna have to try and turn it back around. King is there, but not quite in ranges. Ranger will descend here. Flash ult re-up, looking to make it good. Shermfire is gonna get caught up, and he gets over the top of the wall, just barely. Cupcake, nice double pole Shern. He's gonna have to book it. Cupcake, but the ulti ticking runs away.
And I said this, very nice sleepy trouble bubble does land.
Triple looks for it, gets a massive chop. King fighting the stun. Shern back at the top of the end of the line. Jimbo's gonna try and stun, but another binding gives Chitan the kill.
Yeah, absolutely. Chitan comes up.
And a pretty big bank of gold unspent, which means that any sort of fight's real tough as Ranger and Jinkato are going to roam down.
Yeah, you got to be careful. If
Cupcake with a snipe, looks for Rio. Black Shield's late and King gets a kill. Looking for 2 as he channels that ulti. Snipe is good, looks for another bullet, needs the last one, but gets interrupted by Ranger. Now Cupcake, caught behind enemy lines, is tanking up the turret and gives his life over to Chitan and King. He's going to walk in for a second kill. It's a disaster for Dials, but King, he will get the trade.
He actually made that a 2 for 2. King flashing forward. I thought it was a mistake, but does manage to equalize. And you see, meanwhile, Chippy's top lane is going to take turret.
I mean, it wasn't pretty, but at least they get something out of the deal. Dial was playing with pretty unbridled aggression here in this game.
Ooh, already used the hot pastry.
Oh, 2 levels up, and it's so low, it doesn't matter. Shotfire! Block! Chase.
And that's one of those situations that if you continue to chase, you're holding off a Rift Herald. Sleepy Trouble Bubble does land.
Yep, does fall asleep the back shield. Oh my goodness, triple! Proto Belt that he picked up off the ground takes down the Morgana.
And that's what I was saying. If you go onto that play, teleport coming in, they're committing to it.
Yep, Chippy says port. They're actually going to really force hard here in mid lane. And do get the turret with the Rift Herald that Shern took from all the pressure they'd accrued. Drake up now in a minute 5 as Dial was on a rampage through the jungle.
However, they are walking to a bit of trap. No, they're not.
Found another one again. Vanguard's dead. Misses Ranger with a nice flash, but he's still going to go down to
get worse.
Yep, 2 items as well from King and his Jhin. So looking good there is a pretty quick Mountain Drake being attempted here by KaBuM. It's so dangerous. They already know they're going to try and get the Drake and get out perhaps, but Direwolves want blood instead. They'll force them off the Drake. They'll blow up Jinkato just about. They'll take down the Drake as well, and they'll get a kill to top it all off.
Cannot give up if you're the KaBuM lineup. Everything else, you should just be giving to the Direwolves.
Oh my god, triple! Great flash, by the way, from Chitan, but Chippy's going to find him instead. There's just nothing he can do. King claims the kill. On the Direwolves side, but they're really just playing to maximize their Baron pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. They feel like they don't need to spend
triple! You can't keep doing this to people. Goodbye, Chitan!
That is so gross.
The Direwolves Baron will expire in 40 seconds. But they've done the damage here at this point as we'll watch this wonderful play from Triple again.
And this is what I was talking about. Actually, he used the portal jump. So then his play is the correct one. Flashes over the trap line. Quick snap back with the paddle star. course. A lot of that damage also transferred to the passive was the other big hit. Shern, what are you doing?
Yeah, getting caught as apparently the answer's going to try and take Rehab down with him, but Chitan picks up gold. That is not the right place for that to go.
It certainly is not. Now the map is reset. However, they still want this fight. Teleport coming in.
Rehab channeling, but there's not really any good spots for him to go. They need to get that Caitlyn out, because I think Rehab is forfeit at this point. Bind trying to protect Caitlyn, pulling hands out of the portal, but everybody blown up in the brush. They barely will continue, and at this point, even the front line in threat of being one-shot by the Zoe. Not to mention how strong everyone else is. Again, Triple gonna line it up. They get the root. They're gonna channel the Jin off, pour the shots in. Good pillar again, but this turret will die.
Yeah, exactly right. That threat is enough to just zone, and they continue the fight.
In they go. Chippy's gonna try and make something happen. Vanguard's Edge in the back. Actually disabling us is pretty sweet, but Cupcake goes back in a cover for the inhib. Xanten's still low. Cupcake, he'll sacrifice himself for that inhibitor.
Fight now, put on top of 13,000 gold lead. This is just looking sweet for the Oceanic lineup.
Yeah, should be able to take this. Oh, Ranger gonna try and contest. Shermfire gets it. Is it gonna cost him? Binding not gonna get there, and Ranger actually taking a little too much damage. Shern's got the ulti. Might just get a kill at this point. Look to try and channel it down. He's gonna fight that. Boom. Once again, Oceania trying to ruin Brazil's day here in an international. KaBuM look for the last-ditch effort. Shern burns the ulti once more to get away.
Exactly right. They're just waiting for those creep waves, waiting for them to push in. Huge combo.
Oh, great. Now they're from Xanten. They get to into the lock. Cupcake trying to run interference. Jinkara gets it back, but King just takes him down. Chippy with a Vanguard that rips through Xanten's Nah. And Ranger too low. Can't do enough for the Caitlyn. Just doesn't have the damage. King, he did fall. Mid goes back. They might as well retake it, as they are going to buy some time, waiting for the supers to go through. Chippy's is going to give it a couple of shots here, but not really needed, as they just need to wait.
Yeah, absolutely. They look for the final fight here.
Again, Black Shield on the Caitlyn. Cupcake trying to get in, but Tatum with a great flash. Doesn't actually get out of the way, but still, the damage is there. The Nexus is exposed, and Direwolves are going to take it all the way, evening up.